Shamhat's mission is to civilize Enkidu. Shamhat taught him how to look after the animal, the sheep. So basically, Shamhat taught him to be a farmer. So here there is a movement from paradise, then to hunter and gathering stage, and now to the farming stage. That's really in the early part of the story, there is this movement from paradise, hunting and gathering, farming. Yes? And Enkidu and Shamhat, they are in this together and they're happy. They are happy. There is another harmony. So we got a harmony with the animals. That harmony is broken by the trapper, and in came Shamhat. And now there's harmony between the Enkidu, the shepherd, and Shamhat. There's harmony for quite some time. What broke this harmony? Because that's how in story making, there's always this movement from harmony, disharmony, harmony, disharmony. And that's how story moves forward. And so the next one is somebody from the city of Uruk came, right, around and dropped by in their place and said, look, something is happening in the city of Uruk. And the king is doing this, doing that. And basically and Enkidu was so struck by this, right? That the king is making his people work hard. The king is taking the bride away, yeah, just after they were married. And he said, that is cruel. That is so cruel. And so, in Enkidu, there's this moral obligation to help, right? You can't take away somebody who just been married. Because Enkidu had just experienced blissfulness and happiness with Shamhat for a long, long time. And now, Gilgamesh is like taking away this aspect of happiness from this new married couple. And so, here, Enkidu, what was the response of Enkidu?
He was kind of like, I'm gonna fight you.
Yes, so he came to the city of Uruk and challenged Gilgamesh. And so, of course, Gilgamesh welcomed the challenge because up to this point, he has never been challenged by anybody. Okay, so let's, can somebody just narrate what happened to this challenge and what happened afterwards after the challenge?
They fought, and then Enkidu said you deserve to be king, and the gods would decide to make you king, and then they were friends.
Yes, so they fought hard, and the people around them say Gilgamesh has met his match. And so it's quite interesting how the story was described and how the fight was described. Yes, but that's another part of our discussion tomorrow. But anyway, so they fought, and after several days, they realized that nobody is winning. right? But nobody wants to lose as well. So they call it a draw, right? And this is one version, yeah, of the story. Because in other versions, Gilgamesh won. But also in other versions, Enkidu won, right? And but in this version, it was a draw. And after that, they became very, very close friends. Now, this is what happened, yes, is that how do they display their friendship? They're friends, right? How do they display their friendship?
I don't know.
Thank you for that comment. So, here, I'll say an example, right? Is you could see them, yeah, these two big men, right, walking in the city of Uruk, on the streets of the civilized Uruk, and you could see them holding hands through the street, yeah. So these are muscly people, right, with strong biceps and triceps, and really six pack abs, right? They walked through the streets and they were holding hands. And this is how close they are. They are inseparable. And in a way, they look like lovers. That's how close their friendship was. And so there is this interpretation from the anthropological, archaeological world that they are um, gay, right? They are homos in a way, yeah. But that's just a modern interpretation. I mean, in the book, in the story, it's just described to display how close they are as friends, right? How close they are as friends. Okay, so now here's a new harmony. So here's a new stability in the story. This friendship between Enkidu and Gilgamesh. How was this harmony broken again? What was going, so basically Enkidu, Gilgamesh, they drink their wine, they drink their beer, they play together, they hold hands, they run around, they wrestle, they play fight, all of this. So the wrestle is basically the equivalent of pillow fight these days. Pillow fight, right? That's the equivalent. Is they wrestle around, yeah. Um, and then something was going within, yeah, within, because some of the in other beforehand the harmony was broken by an outside force, right? The trapper came in, Shamhat came in, uh, but in this instance there was so much harmony, there's not really an enemy, or there's not really an attacker or another kingdom coming to fight them, right? How was this friendship, this harmony, this you know what? How did the story move forward?